Hello folks, welcome to another edition of In the Field with UK Extension. I'm here with my good friend and counterpart, Adam Huber. He's the ag agent in Allen County, and of course I'm the ag agent in Simpson County. And today we're talking about an interesting topic that we get a lot of questions about from time to time, and something that can be beneficial. You know, here we are on a cold winter day.
Yeah.
And of course, we're right in trapping season, right?
We are. Yep.
Right in the middle of trapping season. And of course, if somebody has nuisance animals on their farm, predators, we've got the calving season right around the corner, and this trapping could be a good way to alleviate some of those problems for our livestock producers. And we just generally get a lot of questions about trapping and how to go about doing that. So we're going to touch on that today.
Yeah. So we can, Jason, if you want to, we can start by just kind of introducing our tools here, what we're actually going to need to actually go out and set a trap, and all the tools we're going to need for that.
Sure. Yeah. So what kind of trap have we got with us here today?
So this here is a number 2. This is it's a Bridger number 2 foothold trap. And the number 2 series in most traps is good for coyotes, bobcats, and things, you know, of that size.
And I'm assuming, as the name would indicate, it does catch their foot.
That's correct.
Okay.
That's correct. So that's a number 2 Bridger foothold trap right there. You know, and some other stuff we've got here that you're going to need is a trowel. This is a narrow blade trowel. This is going to be used for actually setting your bait and digging the hole to set your trap in.
Okay.
The next thing we've got here that you're going to need is a trap line hammer. This can also be used for digging, you know, and such. And also it goes along with this. This is your cable stake rod, which you'll use your hammer to pound your cables in the ground. So you'll need this as well. And speaking of cable stake, that's what this is. So,
right.
So your cable stake will go on your trap, just like this.
Uh-huh.
And then you got a J hook here, and then of course you'll crimp that together. And once you get your trap set in the ground, you pound it in, and then once you catch an animal, he can't get away.
That's right. It won't be able. That anchors your trap.
Yeah, correct. So we got a sifter. You're going to need this. Whenever we're going to actually show you all how to set a dirt hole set right here behind us in just a few minutes. But you're going to need a sifter, and what this does, you put in the dirt that you're taking out of your hole here, put it in here in your sifter, and once you get your trap bedded and set, you're going to take that excess dirt and you're going to sift it over top of it to hide the trap.
Okay. Yeah.
Next thing we've got here is pan covers. Once you get your trap set, before you cover it up, you're going to put this over the pan of your trap, which this lever here is called your pan. You're going to set that right over that, and then you're going to, whenever you put your dirt in there over top of it, it makes it where it doesn't get under the trap where it's not going to work correctly.
Right.
And then also you're going to need bait and lure. So this here's predator bait. You're going to put that in your hole whenever you get your set, and then you're going to put your lure in as well.
Okay.
And you can also make it more realistic by putting some coyote or fox, depending on what species you're trying to actually catch.
Okay. So that's all our tools and lures. I notice your attire today.
Yeah.
You know, wild animals, they oftentimes have a keen sense of smell. So you might touch on why you're wearing rubber boots, why you're wearing rubber gloves, and things like that.
and the main reason for that is scent. Whenever you're dealing with any type of wild animal, they have noses that are extremely, you know, they can smell anything. Very good noses. So you always want to wear rubber boots, rubber gloves, and you know, anything that you can, any way you can create, keep your scent from being dispersed all over the area that you're going to be putting your trap. You know, the better off.
If they smell that human scent, obviously
you're not going to.
They're going to shy away from that area.
Correct.
So that you want it to be as natural as possible, and,
Right.
and maybe that's even what the fox pea and some of those things help out with.
And another thing too, these traps, this one's not 100% the way we want it. You want to have your traps dyed and waxed. These just arrived a few days ago,
Right.
so we're not going to leave this trap out overnight. We're just doing this for demonstration purposes. But you actually want to dye and wax your trap. And so once you dye your trap, it's going to be a dark brown, blackish color. And then what that wax does is kills the scent on the trap as well. And then once you do that, it's going to be a dark color, so the animal's not going to
blends.
It's going to blend in a lot better. They're not going to be able to see it. But two, it is going to kill that scent too.
Okay.
So.
Well, you talked about leaving them out overnight, so let's real quickly before we set this trap get into the legalities of trapping just a little bit. So what would I need to obtain in terms of a license if I wanted to start trapping, and also how often do you need to check those traps?
Yeah, so in Kentucky you're required to have a trapping license, and you can get those at your local sporting goods store, hunting stores, any of those places. They have those. Anywhere you can buy a hunting license, you can obtain a trapping license as well. And I think those are like $5 or $10, so pretty cheap. And also, you're supposed to have a tag with your information on those traps. Every trap that you set has to have. They make little metal bands. You can put your information on those, or just any other form of that you can get your information on those traps. So you got to have a license, have your information on your traps, and then also you have to check your traps every 24 hours.
Okay. And you always want permission from the landowner, of course, if it's not your land, to set the traps. And I think there is a list of nuisance trappers out there, so if you're having trouble also, there is a list that you can look up and hire somebody to come out and trap those animals.
Right. And one other thing before we set our trap here is if you are setting your own traps, it's a good idea to make sure you stay away from residents that's going to have pets out roaming. You don't want to catch somebody's dog. That would be a bad deal there.
Right.
So just make sure that wherever you're setting your traps, make sure it's a safe place, for cats and dogs and other things like that. You really want to try to get out, away from all
using good discretion.
Right. Right.
Okay. Well, do we want to go ahead and demonstrate how to do this?
Yep. All right. I'm going to explain to you guys kind of why we're setting our trap right here where we're setting it. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 trails come in and kind of meet right here in this one area. And those coyotes, bobcats, foxes, whatever you're trying to catch, will usually, run up and down these roads, looking for food. And this is a really good kind of funnel area where they're all meeting here at one spot. So that's kind of why we're going to put this trap here. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to stick our bait hole in the back of this, and the reason we're going to use this spot right here is because we got a good backing. Whatever you're trying, a coyote's not going to be able to go around the back of this or the side of it and sniff out your bait. So, and that's what you want. You want that predator to come right here. You don't want him going around the back or the side. You want it to come right here. That way when your trap's set, he's going to step right here, and there's no way he can get around it. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and put our bait hole in. And basically all you want to do is just go at an angle into the ground there. Then we'll take our sifter, we'll put all of our dirt that's coming out of there into that. And you don't have to make a really big hole or anything. It's kind of about like that right there. You just want to make it look like something has dug and hid something in this hole. So now what we're going to do is, it's kind of muddy, so we've actually went and got some dry dirt that we're going to put over our set here. So now we're going to come out about, you know, about finger to finger length back, and that's where we're going to set our trap. We're going to clear this out just a little bit. You want to dig your hole about an inch under the ground, just an inch deep, just enough to get your trap kind of even with the. Just a little bit more. Now we've got our hole set. We're gonna, if we were leaving this trap here, what we would do is take our hammer and our driver here. We would do just like that. We pound that down in the ground, but we're not going to do that today, just for demonstration purposes. We're going to take and set our trap. Now what you want to do is we got a trap set in our hole. We want to sturdy it up. You don't want your trap. You don't want that animal to come and step on either side of this and feel a little bit of give, because once they do feel a little bit of give there, they're gonna be gone. They're very. It's easy to educate them whenever you don't properly bed your trap in the ground. So we're just taking some of the excess dirt that we've pulled out of here just to make this sturdy. It's pretty good there. Okay, so now we've got a trap set, and what we're going to do is we're just going to pour this out, because it ain't going to do very good. We're going to take this dry dirt that we've got, maybe a little bit more, just to, actually first we need to put our pan cover on. So we're just going to take our pan cover, set it on there. And be sure not to push down too hard, because you don't want to get caught. Now we're just going to sift over our trap. And the whole point of this is to make it look like some type of animal has come in here and buried something. You want to make sure all that's even, and don't forget where your pan's at. You don't want to, like I said, you don't want to trigger it off and then get caught. Now what we're going to do is take our bait. We're going to get a little stick here. Get some of our bait, and we're going to just stick it down the hole. You need more bait than you do lure. So we're going to stick some lure in. Stick it around the end of the hole there. Now we want to make this look natural, so we're just going to kind of put some leaves around it. Just make it look natural. And it's something you can do also, because your pan's right here in the middle of this. You can take some sticks or rocks and put right across the front of it. So now that animal's not going to step on this briar right here. He's going to step right here, on the pan where you want him. He's going to be curious. He's going to be sniffing around through here, around your hole. He's going to step right in there, and you're going to have him. So that's basically a dirt hole set. It's good for bobcats, coyotes, foxes, any of your predators like that. So that's basically. And you can also take some wool and stick down in this hole, and take some leaves and cover your hole up just a little bit, just to make that animal curious as to what's actually in there. And that's basically it. That's the dirt hole set.
Well, Adam, I guess that's going to wrap up another episode of In the Field with UK Extension that the Simpson and Allen County Extension offices have done collaboratively. We intend to continue to do these on a regular basis, and these are available on our Facebook pages as well as our county websites and YouTube. So, Adam, I've really enjoyed all the information that you provided with us today as you set this trap. And do you have any final tips or words for anybody that might be interested in trapping?
Yeah, I mean, just if you have any more questions on trapping, you can give your local extension office a call. And we do have specialists at the University of Kentucky that are specialized in wildlife management and trapping and things such as this. So you can give us a call, and just be safe out there trapping. Whatever you do, make sure you just take caution and just be safe out there.
That's right. Well, we appreciate it and hope you enjoyed this edition and look forward to seeing you next time.